Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. For returning viewers, welcome back. And for anybody new who stumbled across me here on YouTube, welcome. I'm happy that you found me. Hopefully you will enjoy the reading today. So today's reading is a mid-monthly reading for the month of December 2018, focusing specifically on the areas of love and relationships, and career and finance. For the career and finance part of the reading, I'll be using the Gilded Tarot deck by Sarah Marchetti, and I will pull one additional oracle card from the Life Purpose deck by Doreen Virtue. And for the love and relationships reading, I will use the Wheel of the Year Tarot by Los Scarabeo and pull an additional oracle card from the Romance Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. If I need to clarify anything, I will use the Zillich Tarot. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. All of the information can be found below this video if you are interested. Also, it's a good idea to watch not just your sun sign video, but the rising and moon sign. By watching all three together, you can have sort of a better overview of what might be coming up for you over the next couple of weeks. Just a quick reminder, I am working on the 2019 yearlies. Those will be coming out also over the next couple of weeks, and there will be the full moon reading and giveaway this weekend, right? We have the full moon in Cancer happening on the 22nd, so be looking out for those. And it would be a good time. It is the end of the year. It'll be a good time for me to just give a big thank you to each and every one of you. I really do appreciate you taking the time to listen to the videos, right, to subscribe to the channel. It really does mean a lot, and I'm sending much peace, love, and light to all of you. All right, I will stop for now, and we'll see you in 1 second for the shuffle. Hi Libra, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your mid-monthly reading. As you can see, I have already shuffled off camera to save a little bit of time. So let's get started. We'll begin with your career and finance reading. And I must say that a lot of the signs have been having very powerful readings and very positive readings. And yours definitely seems to fall into that category. You'll see as we go through it what I'm talking about. So, career and finance. In the past position, you have the Four of Cups, followed by Major Arcana number 7, the Chariot, and Major Arcana number 20, Judgment. And from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for career and finance, you have the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups actually came out as the overall energy for both readings. Two different decks, same energy. And from the Life Purpose Oracle card deck, you have Light and Love. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. How beautiful. So, talking about the Nine of Cups to begin with, the overall energy, it's the wish fulfillment card, right? It's the minor arcana version of the Star card, the Wish Upon a Star. The Suit of Cups, and you have two Cups cards, two major arcanas. So, evenly split here, but with half of your reading being major arcanas. And in the bottom spread, I know we haven't gotten there yet, but all three of the main cards in your reading are major arcanas. I would say that there is a lot going on this month for you that, or with you, that's very much out of your hands, right? So a lot of divine orchestration at play, a lot of divine timing at play. But anyway, back to the Nine of Cups. So, this is having your wishes fulfilled, right? So whatever this, or however this plays out in your particular life, right? Thinking about career, finance, this is wish fulfillment. So, for those of you who have been wishing for a job move, right? To change career, to get a better job, to move into a different position, whatever that goal, whatever that dream is that you put out into the universe, this is wish fulfillment, right? So it's a very good, and you also have, a card of victory sitting at the center here. So obviously going to play out differently, but it is, it's a card of being in a good place, being in a place of abundance, of great happiness, of having wishes come true. It's a very happy, very loving, harmonious type of energy, which, we'll see how it ties in with the remaining cards here. But it's, wish fulfillment is a great thing to have as your overall energy. Now, you start off with the Four of Cups, which generally, it is a card of boredom, of apathy, of, feeling not that happy with something or bored with something. You can see here that there's the boy, and he's not even paying attention to, it's like he's not happy, or he looks bored with what he has here. He's not even paying attention to this Ace of Cups, this, holy grail that's being offered to him. So there is this, it's like he's imagining, thinking about something better, even if he's being offered something better. It's like he's, for whatever reason, he's not paying attention to it. He's just kind of thinking, oh, this would be great. Or, I'd love to have that new job. I would love to have a better paying job. But you might be missing, you're kind of missing out on something here. But there is this boredom, apathy. But then there's, huge or forward momentum and change as you head into more towards the last sort of week or so of the month here, because we are looking at the last couple of weeks. So heading into the end of the month, we have the Chariot followed by the Judgment card. So these are two very powerful energies, right? The Chariot it's a card of victory. It's a card of forward momentum. It's a card of, you kind of focusing on, whatever your objective is, and just going after it, right? It can have to do with movement, so movement across land. This could be, maybe going after a job or being offered a job at a distance from where you are, across land even, right? So maybe like if you live on the East Coast, being offered, something on the West Coast, or something at a distance from where you are. You might have to travel, right? Quite a distance to get there. And then you have the Judgment card, which is it's the second to last of the major arcanas. And it speaks of, it can be a big decision, so a judgment call that you are being asked to make here. You're being called to do something, right? You can see the woman here, she's actually calling you. Right? She's heralding in or heralding something. And so you're being called in to do something, okay? And you might not be 100% sure. You might even be a little, anxious about it, but, you need to listen and you need to go. And this new, this calling, it is bringing, or it promises a lot more than you already have. It promises, a more fulfilling life. It promises greater happiness. It promises a new beginning, right? Because the Judgment card, it's an ending, right? But it's more than that. It's about you're being called to this new beginning. So there's this renewal around it, rebirth. So you go from, this kind of bored, I wish I could change, and I'm not really that happy where I am, to just all of a sudden, okay, you're not happy, then let's go, and then you have this charging ahead, going after something, brand new beginning. But another thing with the Judgment card is, you might have to kind of make peace with something in the past, leave behind any past hurt or regrets or, bad feelings, anything like that. Just sort of leave it behind in order to embark upon this brand new beginning. Let's take a look at your Oracle card. I like to read the full description from the guidebook for the Oracle cards. And this one says, you are a conduit of God's pure light and love, and you bring this healing energy through with your prayers, visualizations, and positive intentions. This is your life purpose. Although it may seem nonspecific, rest assured that your prayers have helped in significant specific ways. You are anchoring divine light and love to the earth, which is ensuring that the planet is safe, stable, and protected. Please keep up this good work, as it is necessary and valuable. You can also channel this purpose in other ways as well. For example, your natural spiritual gifts make you a wonderfully successful healer. Whether you conduct energy work, counseling, or some other form of physical or psychological therapy, always remember to bring through the divine healing force. You don't need to drain your own energy, as there is an unlimited supply readily available for all who tap into the divine. This card also signifies that you can heal your present situation by applying light and love to it and everyone involved. Hold only the positive and loving thoughts and feelings and watch the blessings multiply in beautifully surprising ways. So that is a wonderful message to go along with your wonderful reading here, right? I was just kind of looking here as far as important signs that might be playing a significant role at this time. You don't have any court cards. We have cups, so water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have the Chariot here, which is also linked with Cancer. So there could be a Cancer individual who is playing a significant role. Judgment's linked with Pluto. So Cancer or, another water sign. We also have the water signs coming through again here with the Nine of Cups in the other reading, which let's kind of jump over here so we can take a look at that. So I've already talked about, this Nine of Cups, this wish fulfillment, however it plays out for you. In this particular deck, let me hold it up so you can get a look at it. I didn't show you the cards. I'm sorry. I'm just jumping ahead of myself here. I'm getting really excited with these readings for this mid-monthly. So they're all very good. Let's show you in the past position. You have the High Priestess, so number 2 of the Major Arcana, followed by the World, number 21 of the Major Arcana, and the Outbound Energy, the Lovers, number 6 of the Major Arcana. And I already showed, or I was trying to show you this, the overall energy card from the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Chalices. So in this particular deck, the Nine of Chalices, it's called the joyful jaunt in the country. And you can see this, the people here, they're enjoying each other's company. They're, having this sort of picnic in the countryside. Everybody looks very happy, right? Very joyful, lots of abundance here. There's enough food, enough drink. So it is a very, it's very upbeat, very happy, very fortunate energy, right? So obviously, wish fulfillment, the Star card, right? This is the minor arcana version of that, is going to play out differently for everybody watching. Not everybody has the same wish or dream, right? But there is something to do with having your wishes come true, things going, the way that you would like them to go. Now, if we look at these 3 major arcanas that you have in your spread, beginning with the High Priestess is, well, she encourages us to tap into our own intuition, to tap into our own psychic abilities, to figure things out, right? She sits as the veil between our realm and the hidden realm. And she's also associated with the moon, with, if we think of the moon, dreams, the subconscious, dreams, messages that come through in our dreams. So it's, those types of messages that come through in different, non-traditional ways. So these intuitive messages. So she asks us to pay attention to things like repeating numbers, messages, repeating songs, dreams. It might be a good time over the next couple of weeks. Keep a dream journal, right? You might actually be visited by your soulmate in your dream. A lot of times, when you're trying to call in your soulmate, or when, your soulmate is kind of there to, it's time for you to come together, you might start appearing in each other's dreams. Obviously, at the time, you might not realize who the person is. You might probably won't know them. You might, but, but it's like you're calling that person in, not in the physical world at first, but in your dream world. And so, a lot of times these messages do come in that way. So pay attention to that, right? Pay attention to the knowledge, be open, be receptive to these messages that come through in different ways at this time. And then we have the World card, and the World is, it's the end of a particularly long cycle. the major arcana starts with the 0 card, the Fool, and works, the Fool goes through all of the trials, tribulations until completing that cycle and reaching the World card. So this is, it's completion. There's also success involved in this, right? Successfully completing something, but it's usually a long chapter, so closing out a specifically long chapter in your life. So, for some of you, this could be, you might have been single for, quite a long time. And now it's like you might have started to receive these messages coming in through your dreams, right? You might have already started dreaming about your soulmate. And so it's like you're closing out this one chapter of possibly being on your own, being without the other person. And then you have the, the soulmate card as the outbound energy as well. You have the Lovers. The Lovers is, it can have to do with, and we are focusing here more on romantic, on relationships. And it can definitely be, a romantic soulmate connection. I often say the Lovers doesn't necessarily have to be. The Lovers can also have to do with a choice. In early tarot decks, this card, it was called the Choice instead of the Lovers, and it would usually have, a woman staring, looking at two men, or a man looking at two women, kind of deciding, needing to choose between the two. But also understanding that, that choice would affect ultimately everybody involved. So it's quite a hard decision to be made. It can be to do with marriage. You see that here we have the Doves. We have them being, performing this sort of hand tying ceremony. So joining them together here. So for some of you, that could be, this ending could be ending to, your life as a bachelor, right? This could be you, if it's not getting married, this could be you getting engaged. This could be you moving in together. So, any of those things would bring about the ending to, kind of that chapter of your life. But this is it's a very beautiful energy, and no, soulmates don't have to be romantic, right? We can have many different soulmates throughout our life. They appear as friends, as colleagues, but they also appear as, romantic partners. And this could be, what you have been wishing for with this wish fulfillment card, the 9 of Chalices over here. This could be exactly what you have been wishing for. If you have been single for a while and it's like, now is the time and you're calling in that person. As far as signs go, I already mentioned the High Priestess. She's associated with the Moon card. We have the World is Saturn, so associated with Saturn. And then the Lovers would be Gemini. Okay, so we have Gemini. And I just did Gemini's reading. This is Gemini, and then we have obviously the water energy over here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So possibly a Gemini, possibly a water sign individual. Let's take a look at your oracle card. So keep an open mind. Let's see. It says, the romance angel sent you this card as a reminder to stay open to the possibility of your soulmate appearing in a form that may differ from what you expect. This is especially true if you tend to date a certain type of individual. You drew this card to help you discover your soulmate. This card may signal that you've already been introduced to this person, but have overlooked his or her romantic potential. Take the time to get to know the various individuals you meet, even if it isn't an initial attraction. At the very least, you will learn more about yourself and may make a new friend. So interesting. So you have the soulmate here. You have the soulmate here. Yeah, that could definitely be for some of you, that could be a soulmate connection. Either, you might have already started dreaming about that person. It might be coming in at this time, and it looks just, very beautiful and exactly like what you have, really wanted in your life, what you've wished for. So I do hope that the messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of December. Bye for now.